Welcome back to Trails to Azure. I'm the TheDarkSeraph. Last time we had started doing a quest line to get some medical reports. This time we're going to wrap that up. And we're here for a person named Klez. Oh, there's a bracer. Scott and I are working separately today. I'm taking care of a monster that needs exterminating nearby. Once the trade conference starts, the guild is going to be extremely busy. So before that happens, we're trying to finish up as many requests as we can. Yo, class, how's it hanging? What the? Randy? Rehab training is over. What are you doing here? Allow me to explain. We need your medical report from the whole drug incident. Health survey? Alright, I forgot about that. I should have that right here. Just one sec. This is it, right? Yep, that's the one. Sorry, you guys. You had to come all the way out here just for a piece of paper. You know, so I've been so over the moon lately that I've forgotten about the whole Gnosis mess. Over the moon? Yeah, Stella and I have been getting a real lovey-dovey and... Alright, Lloyd, let's roll. Our job here is done. Right, good call. We really don't have time to sit around for this entire saga. Hey, where are you going? Don't you want to hear about it? Not really. Sorry, we've got business to take care of. Yeah, that's just the mess hall again. Nobody. Hello, Muriel. Good to see you again, SSS. And if it isn't the idol... I mean, how have you been, idiot Randy? Oh, you can't fool me, Muriel. I know how you really feel. You've been getting lonely. You've been getting lonely ever since I went back to the SSS, haven't you? Don't you remember what you said when I walked out the door? Don't go, Randy. Stay with me forever. Shut your big stupid mouth, Randy. I said no such thing. Like two peas in a pod. Good to see you're doing well, Warrant Officer. Speaking of which, Randy tells us you're in the line to receive a promotion. Congratulations. That's right. Though to be honest, I don't feel like I deserve it. I was the one who led the assault on the IBC during the cult incident. That should have been a serious offense. Okay, yeah, sure, but you know, fucking brainwashed drug. Gotta say, that's got something to do with it. Sure, but you were drugged and manipulated. You're hardly liable for your actions that night. That's what my head tells me, but my heart is having a harder time forgiving myself. Yeesh. Why do you always gotta be so damn stubborn? This promotion is your reward for practically running this place when that old shimmel of a commander was flaking out all the time. So take it. Sonia wouldn't have made the offer if she didn't think you earned it. That's surprisingly supportive advice from you, Randy. What you talking about? Supportive is my middle name. Randolph Supportive Orlando. How'd you think I landed this job? You're right. I should accept the new rank with gratitude. Thank you, Randy. Huh? What was that? Nothing. Forget it. Good to see you, Commander. Same to you, Sergeant Major. I take it your assignment with the SSS is treating you well. Yes, I'm learning a lot. So this is the famed commander of the CGF, Miss Sonia Bales. You must be quite a capable woman to be able to keep an organization like the Guardian Force in line. That much is for certain. The SSS is in her debt for all this help she's given out. Shush, bird. Long time no see, Commander. Belated congratulations on your promotion. Thank you, Detective. Though now that you mention it, it has been a while since we last met. We haven't had the opportunity to speak on that upcoming trade conference. I can only imagine how busy you are. Indeed, I've been expecting the area around the conference site for nearly every day this month. Our goal is to expect the unexpected when the time comes. Can't blame you, especially with all those foreign dignitaries around. Bird! Birds. Shush! Stop your bickering. Stop bickering. That's better. Sorry we bidged in on you, Commander. Barged in on you, Commander. Maybe this wasn't the best time to visit. Oh, on the contrary. You're just people I wanted to see. I have something that I need to tell you all. The other day, a certain group stopped by Belgard Gate. They introduced themselves as the Red Constellation, the most powerful Jaeger Corps in Western Zemeria. What? They came here directly? I know you have a history with Red Constellation, Orlando. That's why I wanted to speak with you about this personally. They say why they're here? No, and according to the guardsmen on the duty, they didn't do anything especially suspicious. After arriving, they relaxed in the mess hall for a while. Then they went to a merchant Then they met with a merchant entering the Empire before leaving the gate together. An Imperial merchant. Maybe it had something to do with Crimson and Company. Right, the Shell Corporation used to finance Red Constellation. That's the most likely conclusion, though I didn't think they'd be so blatant as they operate in the open. The CGF exists to protect Crossbell, and yet they waltz right past our best and brightest without a second thought, while they didn't do anything illegal. They're a private military. If they're here in Crossbell, it's because somebody hired them to be here. Although I don't want to think of the fucking paperwork nightmare it would take to hire a private military. We can't prove that they've done anything criminal within our state boundaries yet. They may not be trying to act covertly, but there's no direct evidence linking them to an incident at the old mine either. If they weren't a bunch of show-offs, they wouldn't be running a fancy club. Thanks for the intel. No need to thank me. I think it's safe to say the Red Constellation will require some special attention in our security planning for the conference. Be sure to inform the CGF as well, should you happen to learn more. Roger that. We'll keep our ears open. Yeah. Although I do wonder what a private military is up to. A sniper barrel. Mammy, Mama warned me about people like you. You cozy up to a chest to get it open and then leave it all empty inside. Now, I was hoping she was right. Yeah, that's the gateway into the Empire. The geopolitical situation with Crossbell is complicated because they are not a sovereign nation. They're an autonomous city-state. But both Crossbell and the both Empire and the Republic lay claim to it through a joint government thing. They're basically Canada. That's a really good way to explain it. Like a smaller version of Canada. Because, at least at one point in time, Canada was operated by both England and France. Now it's just England because their Governor General answers to the English government. Politics are complicated. Stop missing. Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you, Randy. Noelle! Stop missing! You're gonna be giving me so many goddamn push-ups, it ain't even fucking funny. Yeah, I'm only getting like 1 or 2 experience from these things. I think the more monsters that are in there, the more experience you get. But I don't really know that for certain. I mean, that would make sense because you get experience for each monster kill. These are giving like nothing. I just didn't want to kill it. I also want to check the police academy. So I'm going to leave the car where it is. And I'm going to go down there to see if there's anything there. I remember seeing online that you're able to meet a certain pink-haired character there. And I want to see if she's there right now or if she comes around a little later. Made it to the academy. Actually, I wonder if I'm allowed to go visit now. The prison detains all who are charged with committing crimes on Crossbell soil, regardless of the severity. We recently started housing the arrested Mafia and Diet members that concluded with the occult. The former secretary to the mayor is also in here. Once their court dates are set, they'll be tried under the autonomous state law. Okay. They're teasing Noelle about... Okay, so I'm starting the peculiar dishes thing. Sunshine Angus, thank you. There she is. Oh, I didn't see you there. Wait, Lloyd. Then this must be the special support section. Who is this? A new cadet from the looks of it. Hey, Yuna. Wow, it feels like it's been forever. Your mom did tell me you enrolled at the academy. I guess I should have figured I'd bump into you here. Yep, I joined up right after I graduated Sunday school. Sorry that I haven't had time to catch up or say hi. Still, it's good to see you again, Detective Bannings. Same to you, Cadet Crawford. Whoa, 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 hold the orbital phone. How many cuties from your past are you still hiding from us, Lloyd? From the sound of it, you two used to be neighbors or something. Yeah, we were. You know the apartment I grew up in? She lives there with her mother and 2 younger siblings. Uh-huh. Cecil's family has always been great to us. It's nice to meet the rest of you. My name is Una Crawford. I enrolled at the police academy earlier this year. I've been following along the SSS ever since I could read the Crossbell Times article about you during the cult incident. It's an honor to meet you. That's very sweet. It's nice to meet you too, Una. Oh, I've heard about you from Commander Bales before. She said she was an up-and-coming cadet who dreamed of joining the SSS. Well then, no kidding. How does she know that? Oh, right, I wrote it down when I applied. Please don't take that too seriously. I just didn't know what else to put, and besides, it's hardly up for me to decide. I also wouldn't call myself an up-and-comer or anything. I've still got a long way to go before I'm worth being hyped up like that. Yeah, something to point out. She was added for this remaster, whatever you want to call it. She was not in the original PlayStation Vita version, but seeing how she was a character introduced in Cold Steel 3, this little remaster decided to add her in as an extra. It's a retcon to add the connection she has to the SSS, considering in Cold Steel 3 and 4, she's a major SSS fangirl. It is kind of nice to see, though. That's all I wanted to show off. Back at the medical college. Let's go turn those reports in. Welcome back. 5 minutes later than I would have preferred, but I suppose you didn't flunk completely. Get off my ass. Give us a break, Doc. Thanks. Anyway, we finished collecting the health surveys. Here you go. Is there some sort of problem? No, just the opposite, in fact. According to the results, no patient is displaying any symptoms of after effects. That would mean our treatment of the Gnosis victims was officially concluded. Well done. Great. What a relief. I could have done without the cross-state marathon, but it was nice to help a good cause at least. I can give you the gnosis analysis result right away if you'd like. Do you have time to spare? Of course. I'll try to summarize what I've learned from the gnosis analysis. First and foremost, I discovered that gnosis can effectively disable what are known as brain limiters. What? Perhaps you know that the average person performs at less than half of their physiology capability. The brain places subconscious limiters on the body's faculties to decrease the risk of physical strain. That is true. Like if you try to bite your finger off, your brain will not fucking let you. It will stop you. You know, because it fucking hurts. You're also a lot stronger than you realize. When you get shocked and people are thrown back, God knows how far, because of their muscles contracting, that is how physically strong a person is, but their brain limits what they're actually able to do. It's to decrease risk of injury. It's a survival instinct. However, should those limiters be released through artificial means, it would be, in theory, be possible for a human to operate at their fullest individual potential. In other words, gnosis isn't designed to enhance physical strength, rather the drug forcibly draws out a person's latent abilities. Precisely. Naturally, removing those limiters takes a considerable toll on the body. That much we know. All the guardsmen who were under its influence were incapacitated after the fact. Some of them were in such rough shape that they wound up bedridden. But that little rehab training we went through got them back in fighting shape, from what I could tell you. Yeah, thankfully enough. Getting back to the gnosis effects. There was also a man who used the drug to heighten his luck and senses, racking up win after win at the casino. It also had the adverse impact on his personality and speech patterns. He was like an entirely different person. Are those symptoms also a result of the gnosis releasing brain limiters? Possibly. The drug is confirmed to rapidly augment all 5 of the person's sensory symptoms. It's only logical that it would affect one's emotional state as well as heighten feelings of anxiety and paranoia. That would explain why a subject under the influence becomes so agitated. That makes sense. Yeah, it's a perfectly reasonable explanation. However, this is the extent of what we can glean about the drug on a biochemical level. Pardon? When evaluating a number of the drug's effects, the only word that comes to mind is unscientific. Take, for example, the ability to sway fortune itself in one's favor, as you mentioned. Though that is far from the most inscrutable phenomenon that you all witnessed, I refer, of course, to the demonization process. That's true. Good luck explaining that. It was taking the red noses that caused demonization. Would that mean its components were different from the blue variant? About that, I found that the compositions of red and blue noses are actually identical. Again, that's biochemically speaking. Really? Yes, the divergence in color comes from the refining process. Beyond that, however, their chemical makeups are one and the same, and only molecular structures nearly so. It was reported that only the red noses variant was capable of causing the inexplainable metamorphosis. The only sensible conclusion one could derive is that the demonization was no more than a collective hallucination induced by panic. Yeah, I don't think so, Doc. Demonization is real. I witnessed it for myself when arresting Ernest Rice. I understand that, hence why I said that it is the extent of what we could learn from the analysis. The only purpose of this approach was to unravel what we could about gnosis through its lens of biological chemistry. I see. That's a surprisingly open-minded stance from someone who works in modern medicine. Not at all. Modern medicine isn't a panacea, What? What the fuck? Is not a panacea participality. What the fuck is this word? Panacea particularity. Particularity. What the fuck? Modern medicine is not a panacea particularly. Is not a panacea particularly when it comes to matters of the mind and soul. I think it's panacea particularly, but I don't know if that's going to be one word or not. I'm going to have to put that on screen in editing. That is just... That's a fucking hard thing to say. Gnosis likely possesses a hidden property that makes those two factors resonate with the body. I'm certain that not even Johann fully understood Gnosis' true capability. Using ritual secrets hidden down within the cult, he developed it through pure trial and error, succeeding only in its mass production. It's true, that much was confirmed by the man himself. I remember he said he perfected the drug through the data yielded by the cult's rituals. As I thought. He was competent and enthusiastic, yes, but he lacked the makings of a true genius. And in the end, it led him down a dark path. Well, he's fucking dead now, so yeah, I'd say that's pretty fucking dark. Hold on a second. Are you saying you knew the man personally? Yes, he and I were colleagues in the medical college back in Rimaferia. I haven't seen him since graduation, though we did occasionally exchange letters about our respective research results. I think he would misuse his findings in the name of such abhorrent cause. And at the cost of his body and soul at that. Doctor, our condolences. No, I should apologize. My sentiments aren't what you came here for. In any event, this is as much as I can tell you about the drug. The different methodology which will be necessary for you to learn more about Gnosis. This is simply my intuition speaking, but I believe its primarily ingredient, pleroma grass, may hold the key to further revisions. Pleroma grass. It was mentioned by the name in the cult's data terminals. Yeah. That's about all we got. No one figured what kind of plant it is or what's supposed to grow. I'm well aware. I even turned to some of the continent's best botanists only to find that they could tell me nothing about it. The grass may be a rare species that was cultivated in secret, or perhaps it's something else entirely. Regardless, given the drug's effects, it may be that the plant has supernatural properties as well. Supernatural. A dash of paranormal phenomenon never fails to liven things up. Thank you for the information, Doctor. I think we are one step closer to finding out the truth behind that drug. Is that right? Well, I'm happy to help. This marks the end of my role in the investigation of Gnosis. You're welcome to come visit me again if you learn anything new. At the very least, I can offer you my professional opinion on whether you come across. Pleroma grass. Feels like every question she answered just dug up a handful more. One step forward, 2 steps back. There aren't that many leads to go on now that Johann is gone. We may have to rely on further analyzation of the cult's data to get the information we want. Just another side project to add to our agenda. Let's try to keep it in mind. Either way, we're done with everything we were asked for as far as requests go. How about we check in with Cecil one last time before we leave? You know I'm down. She's probably still in Shizuku's room. No, she is not. Maybe in the lobby or in that little... Not a lounge, that diner that they have here. Yeah, they're in... Where would Cecil be? Is that her? No. I think Cecil had blonde hair. Did I just overlook her? Oh. Would there be another call from the division? Lloyd Banning, Special Support Section. Guess who? I know you haven't forgotten the sound of my voice, Detective. Of course not, Michael. To what do I owe the pleasure? Ah, it only took you one try. That intuition of yours is sharper than ever. Or maybe you were just longing to hear my sultry tones. Not exactly. You were the top name on my list of suspects. The only one, in fact. Is this about Kia? She's still over there at the guild branch, right? Yeah, about that. She and Shizuku went to the Harbor District to play. The police pooch of yours, Zeit, was it? He was with them, so I figured it was all fine and dandy. Oh yeah, if Zeit's looking over at the girls, I don't think we have much to worry about. Good to know, good to know. I've heard about that little pup of yours. Well, little isn't the word after seeing him in person. Do you think he's really one of those divine wolves of Crossbell myth? Maybe. I'm not sure about that, though. Zeit is a special, but I don't think he's a living legend or anything. Boy, I do. However, did you just want to touch base about Kia? No, actually, there was something else. I wanted to tell you kiddos. Oh, well, Arios did anyway. And he's looking to exchange a bit of information with the SSS. He should be back at the branch later this evening. Think you can swing by? Tonight? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Does this have to do with the trade conference? That too, but he wants to talk with you about Heiue and the Red Constellation. Got it. We'll head over as soon as we're done. Okay, so let's just get down there. Get a quick rest. I would like to go to the Harbor District just to check on the kiddos. Yep, there they are. Alright, Shizuku, give it a whirl. Okay. Give me your paw, Zeit. Wow, Zeit's so smart. And his paws are really soft, too. I know, right? Look at those toe beans. You're a smart one, aren't you, Zeit? Okay, Zeit, jump over Shizuku this time. You think it's too dangerous? If you say so. Oh, I love the squirts. Well, 45 minutes or so, 43 minutes at any rate, is a good length, is a good video length. I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on... Yeah, I'm tired. On trust to Azure as I go see what Arios wants. Until then, I'm the TheDarkSeraph signing off. Goodbye.